Everybody, we've got one more recipe for your picnic, and if you like guacamole and avocados, I think you're really going to love this. And this is actually a pretty healthy dip.
It is, Amy. This actually has cottage cheese in it, which provides a lot of protein as well as some creaminess to this avocado dip. And there's roasted vegetables in there, so it's real summertime. And it really is a delicious variation of avocado dip.
And something different, too. I'm always looking for a kind of a guilt-free dip that's a little bit different. So.
That's right. So we're going to start actually by roasting some vegetables. So we're going to take 2 Roma tomatoes and a yellow pepper, and we want to dice it up. We're going to put it onto a baking sheet. Now, this actually will roast at about 425 degrees for about 20 minutes. And you know, when you roast vegetables, you know, it develops that sweetness and smokiness. Really provides some great depth of flavor in this avocado dip.
I totally agree. So about this size piece?
Yeah, small.
Kind of chunk them up?
Yeah, maybe even a little smaller. Just depends upon, you know, they do shrink up a little bit. But it calls for diced. So,
and then what oven temperature did you talk about?
425, about 20 minutes. Now you can also, if you want to do it on the barbecue, you can put it on a foil pan and, you know, just watch it there. And it might be actually a little bit quicker, you know, 10 to 12,
Olive
15
oil
minutes.
or salt and pepper on these?
You don't need that at all.
You don't. Just roast them at a high heat.
That's
and really crank up that oven. That's the key. You don't want them to kind of hang out low and slow in there. You want them to get a little bit of color and some flavor.
That's right.
And this is something we talked about, making things ahead of time. These roasted vegetables, you could do this a couple of days ahead of time.
Actually, you can, and I did do that, and I'm going to show you what it looks like at the end. So, you know, so this again, about 20 minutes in the oven, and the tomatoes and the peppers there.
Just chunk those up. So I'll go ahead and work on that.
And then once it comes out of the oven, just so you know, you want to cool it, and so they have this nice roasted appearance to it.
Full of flavor.
Lots of flavor. Okay, now what you want to do is have your food processor out, or a blender. I like my little food processor here. And we're going to take 1 garlic clove. And you don't have to chop it up this time. We're just going to drop it in. So I'm going to get that going here. All right. Take the little ends off there.
That smells good.
Yeah. Okay, so turn on the food processor. Drop that in. About 30 seconds. There we go. Okay, turn it off now.
Nothing like the smell of fresh garlic. I'm happy already, Karen.
Now I need you to peel an avocado for me.
I'd be happy to.
And I'm going to take that off. And so what we're going to do next is actually put in 1 avocado that's peeled, and 1 cup of cottage cheese, Wisconsin cottage cheese. And again, cottage cheese is high in protein. It's actually from the curds and whey. It's strained, and so it's a really, you know, very fresh kind of cheese, but very healthy too.
Excuse me. Sure. You know what? I totally agree. When you whip up cottage cheese, it almost is like sour cream. It gets rid of the lumps and the bumps, and it really makes a great dip.
It's all pureed. You won't even know that there's cottage cheese in it. So it really is a nice way to kind of pump up the guacamole, more or less, if you want to call it that. And so I've made this several times, and everyone raves about it.
Really?
So great. Really is delicious. So
I'm just
going to
be pleasantly surprised. Just easily get the avocado right out is just that way. Does that work?
Yeah, that's good. And I'm going to put the cottage cheese in. And while I'm pureeing this, we're going to take 1 more avocado, and you're just going to kind of mash it. So it has a little bit of chunk to it.
You betcha, I'd be happy
so we're going to add 1 cup of the cottage cheese. Put this back on there. Oops.
Now, how far in advance can you make this dip? Because when company's coming or you're going on a picnic, you kind of want to get as much
you know what? It's avocados. It's the same kind of thing. You know, they want to watch it doesn't brown too much. But I would say, you know, I've made it that morning. And that would be fine.
But not much more than that. I get it. Yeah. You can roast the vegetables and get the garlic done and things like that.
Yeah. So we're getting that pureed in there. Pulse it a little bit. Move this here and just kind of get that little chunk going in there.
These avocados are perfect, by the way.
Yep, they are. You know, sometimes they get too brown, but these I thought looked really good.
I agree with you.
All right. So nice and smooth.
I'm still thinking about different ways to do those picks and different things you can put on those. Those are so fun.
Weren't those fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think maybe they should have a recipe contest sometime and have people come up with their own there.
Great idea.
Okay, so you're going to
So that's
chunk
nice
it up.
and smooth and a real pretty color.
So you're going to kind of smash that avocado in there.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm going to take a lime. We need about a tablespoon of lime juice. Again, that provides some citrus, prevents the browning, as well as a little bit of tang too.
And I have a friend who is from Mexico, and she actually uses a potato masher when she makes her guacamole.
Does she?
That
Yeah.
keeps it, a little bit chunky and rustic, which is, I think that's a good thing.
I think it is too, and that's why one of these is like that, and the other is pureed in there. And then we're going to add a little bit, about a tablespoon of the lime juice, which is usually about a half of a lime. Okay, and we want to mix that in there.
You bet.
Okay. All right, then we're going to add our pureed avocado, cottage cheese, and garlic. You can put the rest of that in there. I'll go get the next ingredient. And then, of course, we have to make sure we have our roasted vegetables in there, too. I'm going to set a few aside
and we let those cool, right? We don't want to put the warm vegetables in.
Yes, you want them to cool. That's why this was, I actually made these last night.
Okay.
So this is one step that you can do ahead of time.
Get it done, right.
Okay, then we're going to mix this in. So we have all those roasted vegetables. They've been cool. And just about done. We're just going to add a little salt and pepper to taste.
This smells
Doesn't that
delicious.
look good?
Yeah.
Again, it has all those vegetables in there, which is really good for you, too.
So I got to ask you, when's the last time you've been on a picnic?
I should go on more.
I know it. It's one of those
We're just too busy, aren't we?
I know. I have a brand new, beautiful picnic basket that actually Pete and Rachel got me years ago, and it's absolutely gorgeous. One of those gourmet baskets. I'll bring it in sometime. And it's never been used. The tag's still on it. I wanted it so bad. I always wanted a gorgeous picnic basket, so now I have one. Of course. Well, what ends up happening with me is we'll go on a last-minute picnic and we'll just grab some subs and head to a park.
I know. I can relate.
I really want to do a nice picnic.
We should all lay back and enjoy that sometimes. We can put a few more roasted vegetables on top there, and then these look and taste really good with the blue corn.
Oh yeah.
It makes it real pretty too. Something else you might want to do is perhaps use some different vegetables like jicama or carrot sticks or whatever you want. And this is perfect for picnic food.
Thanks so much, Karen.
Okay.
Karen Doster from the Wisconsin Health Marketing Ideas. Great picnic ideas this morning. We'll put the recipes on our website. We'll be right back.